Hi, good morning. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The Ghana Statistical Service says it may require about $83 million for the 2020 population census. According to the service, the paperless project would require funds to procure IT equipment and human resource. Deputy Government Statistician David Combat has also been assuring of the service's readiness to carry out the project.
Government is usually the main financier of a population census, supported by development partners and the private sector. The cabinet has given approval for us to conduct the census. They have given us some money to start with the preparatory activities. You don't expect, because the census is over a period, 5-year period, you don't expect that all the money will be given to you today, to keep in your account for an activity to be done in 2021. So we expect that as and when we require, we'll get the money. But we are going now because we know government has other responsibilities. It's not only the census. For example, next year is an election year. The Electoral Commission will also be knocking on the government's doors to give money. So we are going outside. We are also going to look elsewhere, development partners, the private sector, to see how they can support us, support government with the resources that we need. We will need close to $83 million. Yes, you can multiply it by 83. You can multiply it by the current rate and see the CD equivalent. For the main, and for all the activities of the census.
Now, about 40 structures at Afarawa in the Greater Accra region are set to be demolished to pave way for the Tema-Mpakedan rail line. Construction works have been affected due to encroachment on lines in that area. Managing Director of AFCON's Infrastructure, Undai Singh, disclosed this when officials from the Railway Ministry paid a working visit to the site.
From kilometer 11.8 to 12.3, right where we are standing, houses still exist, and because until and unless these houses go and the electric utilities, which you can see these wires on the top, if they are removed and relocated, construction cannot be taken up in this area. So practically, if you see both the approaches of this, basically from kilometer 11.8 towards Tema side and from kilometer 12.3 towards the Akosombo side, the work done about 8 to 9 years back, but this area we are not able to enter till now, until unless these houses are removed from here. On paper, this corridor from the center line, 100 feet on either side, means total width of the corridor, if you see, is 200 feet, is required to be vacated, and that's why we requested Honorable Minister to personally come and see the place. And because now we are in such a situation, the project is in a very advanced stage, both the approaches are already made. There is no other option, line has to go from this area. So it's also not a thought process now that some alternative solutions can be found out. Only solution is that this land is to be got vacated so that this prestigious project can be taken up and completed in time.
Meanwhile, Railway Development Minister Joe Gatti says the line would be fully operational by June 2020.
It's on the Aflawo side of the water region, but that's not a line for passengers, not a commercial line. Yes, so for the first time in the history of our country, if it is God's will, by June 2020, would have crossed the river, Akosombo River for the first time. We would have entered the water region with a passenger.
All right, that's it for business. Back to you, Bernice.
Thank you very much, Darryl. Coming up in sports, Hearts of Oak becomes the first team to qualify for the semi-finals of the ongoing normalization special competition. This day, we've got details.